Okay, so I recently decided that it's time for me to officially create my own trading journal and backtest and journal all of my trade ideas so I can learn from my mistakes and become a better trader. This entire week, I was bullish on all three of my pairs. That's NAS 100, gold, and US30. However, I got stopped out of pretty much all my trades because I was bullish and the market was bearish. So I have seen my issue. And this is the first trade that I took for US30. It was it was a buy idea. And it's funny because at the time I didn't recognize that there was a weekly fair value gap here, which is a place that price rejected from, right? At the time, I was expecting price to come up to this weekly order block. Okay. So as you can see, there was some bullish momentum here, clearing highs, right? This high was clear, then this high was clear. So I'm just expecting market to come up into here. Now I had made a few mistakes, right? Um, I had definitely made a few mistakes, but just to be very clear, right? Higher time frame context was bearish overall. Okay, so if we go to the 4 hour time frame, you'll be able to tell that yeah, this is very clearly bearish momentum. Okay, on the daily too, it's just very clearly bearish, right? It's just from Sunday to Tuesday we had some bullish momentum, which was really a correction or like a pullback into this weekly fair value gap. All right. Obviously, hindsight is 2020, but yeah, my entries in price had recently broken a previous high and formed a higher low, which suggested short-term bullish continuation. Based on the structure, I expected price to continue higher and attempt to break the next set of highs. I was really targeting this weekly order block, and I just figured this would be a quick buy um, to target these highs up here. Okay. The stop loss was placed below the most recent higher low that had formed before entry. And the idea that if price broke the higher low, the bullish continuation structure would be invalidated. And then my target, obviously, I explained it. So at the time, I felt confident, right? So we're just gonna move this forward and just see how price played out, and then do some after screenshots as well. Okay, so also another mistake that I made. This trade started during Tokyo session, so I was totally out of session already. I think I might have set this up during New York. I don't know what I was thinking, but I took this trade out of session. So that's another mistake that I made. And we also weren't in a zone. But because we bounced from this weekly order block, I just thought, okay, cool. Like this is now bullish, right? So that was my thought process. But let's continue. Okay. Boom. Stop loss hit. Okay. Right. So the stop loss was hit right there. Okay. So that was my US30 buy idea for Tuesday, March 10th.